Stadium goes silent as BTS's Taehyung throws first ball at LA Dodgers' unexpected encounter with Shohei Ohtani leaves the world transfixed. That night, the Los Angeles sky seemed to hold its breath. The boisterous noise of the crowd at Dodgers Stadium slowly subsided, giving way to incredulous whispers that ran from the front row to the upper stands. All eyes were on one figure who stepped calmly from behind the dugout. A navy blue bomber suit with Dodgers emblems stuck to his body, dark brown hair gently blowing in the Californian night breeze, and on his face, a smile familiar to millions of people around the world. He is KimTaehyung, or as the world knows him, the V of BTS. Who would have thought? A K-pop idol who usually stands on the international music stage is now standing on a mound of red earth that bears witness to the history of Major League Baseball. At that moment, everything seemed to slow down. The camera panned his face from various angles, a giant screen showing close-ups of a smile capable of making time stop. On the player's bench, the figure of Shohei Ohtani, a baseball star whose name is juxtaposed with legend gaze toward Taehyung with a small smile on his face. The world is witnessing a rare moment, a moment that unites two great worlds, music and sport. Is this real? So were the comments that flooded social media just seconds after the name V was announced as the guest of honor to throw the first pitch. On Twitter, the hashtag VXDodgers immediately skyrocketed to the first position of global trending. Army around the world in unison wrote the same phrase. He did it again. Taehyung never fails to make history. Holding a ball in his right hand, Taehyung took a deep breath. The camera captures his calm eyes, full of concentration, but it also radiates something deeper, a calmness that only someone who knows exactly who he is can have. As he lowered his head slightly, his voice sounded faint on the sideline microphone. "For you," he said quietly, almost in a whisper. Either he spoke to the army, to himself, or to the world that kept staring at him unblinkingly. The stadium lights are getting brighter. Background music echoes. The voice of the commentator announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome V from BTS." Screams shook the night sky. Taehyung lifts the ball up, then in one gentle motion, he steps forward, turns his shoulders and throws. The throw rolled perfectly, not too fast, but accurate enough to land right in the catcher's glove. The stadium broke out in cheers. The Dodgers players stood, some applauding, some just shaking their heads in awe. Shohei Ohtani chuckled, looking down while clapping his hands. The camera captured the moment two figures with amazing auras in one frame, Taehyung and Ohtani. The world has just been given an unexpected spectacle, and the internet is preparing to catch fire. As soon as the throw was over, something strange happened in the air. The cheers echoed, but among the noise was a small space that felt warm, even magical. The camera panned Taehyung and Shohei Ohtani's first interaction. They greeted each other with a nod of their heads, then Ohtani reached out. Taehyung, with his trademark soft but charismatic smile, welcomed the handshake. Right in that second, the world of K-pop and the world of sports met, not in competition, but in genuine mutual admiration. "Look at that chemistry," commented one sportscaster. "It's like two legends acknowledging each other," another added. The moment sparked an explosion of reaction on the internet. Short footage of their interaction immediately circulated on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and even on Japanese and Korean television news. In less than an hour, the 14-second video has been viewed more than 25 million times across platforms. Army wrote an emotional caption. "He's not just throwing balls, he's throwing charms." But it's not just fans who are fascinated. Baseball fans who initially did not know much about K-pop began to ask, "Who is he really?" The answer came quickly. V is not just an ordinary idol. He is a representation of art, serenity, and elegance in a single figure. And that night, among the sparkling lights of Dodgers Stadium, Taehyung's aura seemed to break through. He stands not just as a music star, but as a symbol of the cross-cultural connection that unites the emotions of millions of people around the world. Many see Taehyung as a person who always seems calm and confident. But few know the long and struggle-filled journey that led him to this point. Before that Dodgers moment happened, Taehyung had just finished his mandatory military service, time when he had to leave the stage, the light, and the cheers that had always been a part of him. Did I end one of his previous interviews? He once said quietly, "I want to come back to the world with something different. I want people to see a new side of me." And that night, at Dodgers Stadium, it proved his speech. After the throw was completed, the camera had time to capture his face up close. There was a slight smile, but also a flash of emotion in his eyes. It was as if he knew how many people were waiting for him to return, and how much that moment was a symbol of a new beginning. Ohtani, who is known to be quiet, spoke briefly after the event. "He has an aura that is hard to explain," he said in Japanese. "It's not just the charisma of celebrities, it's also the calmness that makes others want to get close." The next day, the internet exploded. The hashtag TaehyungOhtani was ranked #1 in 38 countries. Media from America, Japan, Korea, to Europe wrote articles about the unexpected collaboration. Even the Dodgers' official account reposted Taehyung's moment with the caption, "A perfect pitch from a perfect guest." Within 24 hours, the post had surpassed 12 million likes, a record for an MLB account. The fans said they not only saw the throw, but also saw the emotion, the beauty, and the universal symbol of human connection. On Twitter, one user wrote, "V and Ohtani in one frame is proof that the world can pause just because two people are so sincere." While on TikTok, millions of edit videos appear with background music from Taehyung's solo songs, Slow Dancing and Love Me Again. The sounds chime with the slow recording of the moment he throws the ball, Ohtani's smile, and the cheers of the crowd. A combination that is almost like a movie scene. For some, it's just a small moment. A pop star throws the first ball. But for the ARMY, it was something much bigger. It is a symbol of pride, longing, and boundless love. After a long wait for Taehyung to return to the public, they saw him standing on the world stage again, not as a singing idol, but as a figure who had grown, matured, and radiated new maturity. Many fans wrote, "She's back, but this time it's more peaceful." And sure enough, Taehyung looked calmer, deeper, as if he had found a balance between his glittering world and his own silence. That moment was also a lesson to the entertainment world, that true attraction doesn't come from a grand stage or spotlights, but from a person's honesty and aura. When Taehyung throws the first ball at Dodger Stadium, it's not just a promotional event or a guest appearance. It was a celebration of long journeys, sincerity, and the power of cross-cultural connections. That night, two worlds met: music and sport, emotion and achievement, Asia and America, in a single throw that created a global echo. And amid all the cheers, one sentence still resonates in the hearts of millions. He doesn't just throw the ball, he threw love all over the world. While the camera's spotlight slowly dimmed, Taehyung stepped off the field calmly, waved, and smiled. But the smiles didn't stop at the stadium. It pierces screens, crosses countries, and lands in the hearts of everyone who has ever believed in the power of a simple moment that could change the world.